What do you do for a living, Miss Rodriguez?
I'm retired. I'm a housemaker.
And where did you get the $2,100 to give?
I get disability.
Disability.
Yes.
So you took it out of your savings?
Yes, my savings.
And when you went to the bank with the defendant, you had a discussion about the reference that you put on the check saying a rental loan, am I correct?
Yes.
And you say you made it perfectly clear.
Clear, yes.
That it was a rental loan. You don't deny that.
No, I don't deny that.
Matter of fact, you even indicated at some point in time that you were willing to make payments.
Yes.
Which means that you understood exactly what the plaintiff had given you the money for, and that it wasn't a gift, it was a loan to you.
But that was after the fact that I got the loan. It was a few months after I got the loan that she asked for money back.
At the time that she gave it to you, you understood that this was a loan, not a gift.
No, I understood that as a gift, not a loan.
So we have a problem. We have a problem in communication, you and I. Because if you were there at the bank and there was a discussion about the reference to rental loan, and the plaintiff made it clear to you that she believed it was a loan and you took the money under those circumstances, don't you think that she believed it was a loan?
It was a loan at that time, but...
So if it was a loan, you have to pay it back.
Right.
Was your wife working, or the woman that you were living with working at the time that the money was given?
No.
No, you were the only one working.
Yes.
I have nothing further.
The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you all.
This courtroom is now in recess. Without previewing where I think the two of you are going or were leaning, I agree with you that there's no dispute that he assumed this obligation. I am swayed by the fact that at the time he assumed the obligation, the plaintiff's daughter wasn't working, which to me is material. Because I have a hard time saying he has to be entirely on the hook for these premises. I believe he can't go back there and get his stuff, and he's trying to get her out. I was leaning toward perhaps only holding him liable for half of it, but I'm truly on the fence. So
I get the idea of asking that question, was the woman he was living with working, from you, Judge Acker, because that's a question you generally ask when we're making the determination whether it's a loan or a gift. But more importantly, I think he clearly acknowledged that this was a loan initially, and nothing changed in the interim.
I think had it been a loan to both of them where she was expecting it, I think she would have done it in the presence of both of them since they were at the time together when she extended the money. I think it's on the check that it's a loan. I mean, I have a hard time seeing his way out of doing this, and his excuse that I don't even live there, if that's what he's relying on, he hasn't abandoned that property as his home. It's a back and forth kind of thing with him.
But you don't think that his partner, because we do know that the purpose of the loan was to secure housing for her daughter too, and now she's got the benefit of it. You don't think that the daughter owes something?
I think the purpose of the loan was a little broader than that. It was to help him secure housing for the woman
family,
and
is not working.
And therefore, he had to take responsibility.
And she wasn't working. So
and also,
you guys
I don't
pulled
think
me
she
over
would
that
take money
fence
from her kid. I don't think she would sue her own daughter.
You just,
so I think that
pulled me over the fence, friends. He owes her all of the money.
Plaintiff prevailed.
Correct.
I really had a hard time figuring out what to do in this situation, primarily because I believe you that you're out or mostly out of the apartment. I find it problematic that the person who's living in the apartment is not on the hook for any of the debt, but that's not really the whole story. And that's why, fortunately, there are three of us to get the whole story, because the rest of the story is that you secured this money from the plaintiff at a time when your partner wasn't working. And I think that there was a reasonable expectation she was going to get this money back from you. You had assumed that as head of the household. I don't mean that in some gendered, sexist way, but your partner wasn't working. There was a young child, and you were working and trying to secure a home. You undertook that obligation, which is a responsible obligation, and she helped you out. We do believe that the defendant's on the hook for the entirety of the amount that you've sued him for. That's $2,100, ma'am. So it is the unanimous judgment of this court that the defendant reimburse you that $2,100 that you loaned him. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Hope you get on your feet. That's our verdict.